Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pulling towards you and
Good afternoon. Yep, I'm in the van. I'm going on a solo road trip. Little helpers at work. Going up to see one of our friends, Sam, from the Crafty Blinders. You've probably know him from watching some of his videos. He's going to give me a lift tomorrow to drop the diesel tank on Beejay, and we're going to put a fuel pipe in for the diesel heater. We may even get a little bit further with the diesel heater. I'm not quite sure. It depends what the weather's like and how long it takes to drop the tank and etc. So anyway, I'm just about 2-3 miles from home. I'm just about to set off now. I'm just on a lay-by. I'm trying to sort this GoPro out. It kept saying it was a low battery, but I don't know what's going on. So it's a lovely day. Absolutely beautiful. It's not very warm, but it's nice and the sun's out, so that'll do for me. Little helper's at work. She won't be home till about 8 o'clock tonight, and she's going to kill me because I forgot to put the heating on for her before when she comes home. Good morning. Yes, I am in Cockermouth. Good night's sleep last night. Still need to make the bed. Yeah, I am at Sam's. Oh, Sam and Lisa's. And he's already done a conversion on my van this morning already. So, thanks Sam. He thinks it's now a Volkswagen, but it's not. Beejay's not impressed. This man's going to help me get the diesel tank dropped, and we're going to get the pipe in for the diesel heater. I'll be happy if we just get that done today, to be perfectly honest, but see how far we get. There's about 1/8 of a tank of fuel, so it's not going to be particularly light, but so anyway, I've got my brew. Beans on toast. So I rang Little Helper last night. Yeah, we had a nice night last night, me and Sam. We went into Cockermouth. We had a pint in one of the local pubs, and we got a takeaway and came home. Had a good natter. It was about 12 o'clock when I went to sleep. It's about 8 o'clock this morning now, so I'm just going to finish my brew and then we're going to get stuck in. See, Little Helper's not here. No, she normally does that, so I'll give it a go. But I'm not very good at making beds, must be honest. So you should be here to make this bed. Right, let's go and see what Mr. Crafty Blinders up to. Morning.
Now you're a VW owner, you can come in.
Oh right, okay,
Boo.
thank you.
Boo.
Good morning, how are you?
Morning, well.
Good. Oh,
Just
sorry, Boo.
Oh. Go out and play. Go out and play.
Last time I saw this doggy, she was only dead tiny. Look at her now. Where's your ball? Where's it? Oh yeah.
There they are, 3. Right, that'll keep her busy for a bit. Sam's going to attempt to get this, get our van up this driveway now. I'll let him do it because he said it's quite tricky. There we go. Easy as that. So what we've done at the moment is we've removed the cover for the diesel, and we're taking out all these torque screws and actually loosening the pipe. So you can see there, it's all loose now, ready. So we need to get under it now and start loosening the tank. Don't worry about it, it's coming back. Nice day for it though.
Hello. So, I'm just backing them off a little bit at a time.
We're just slackening the bolts at the moment that's holding the braces that are holding the tank up. And we've just squirted some magic fluid on. What's it called, that stuff?
It's just a releasing fluid by Worth. It's really good.
I didn't realise how close this waste tank was to the fuel tank.
Right, we're in a good position now. I just need to break the fuel lines.
So you know what you're feeling for up there, don't you?
Yeah, I need my glasses on, to be honest. I can't see it.
I think while we've got it jacked up, I'll check the fittings on the gas tank and everything.
On the
Gas tank, just to make sure everything's...
Oh yeah, your tank's over there, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I can't put fuel in my van now. Because the filler cap's gone. But, it's under here.
Oh, we'll fix that. There's a polystyrene little cap there. We'll just hot glue that back together later. So it doesn't want to
I know it's hard to...
come that last little bit. There we go. There we go, mate. That's it. Right, we're going to just take that off there.
What's that?
A little earth connection, you know, static line. When you fill in. Hang on, so.
So, that's the diesel tank dropped, disconnected, and hiding under the van. Quite a big tank then. In fact, I watched a video not so long since about the bigger tank that you can fit on.
Yeah.
Designed by an American guy.
There you go. That's the easy bit. It's out. What colour is it? I said, what colour is it? I'm black. You said it was clean under there. This is where we're going to have the fun.
Right, well let's...
So,
yeah, that's the tube, isn't it, that one?
sometimes people will connect into there, but not all the time does that go to the bottom. So what we'll do is we'll try and release this bit first, then we'll release these clips, the same type of clips as what's on the front, so we'll clean them off and then lift the pump out.
Right, simple as that, he said. So I've just been under the van, I've found a hole, I've drilled a hole, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, it's there. Where I've got to now drill out a 12.5 centimetre hole for the base of the, for this base. And I'm putting a turret in, I'll show you the turret. Sam's fitting the, the standpipe into the top of the diesel tank at the moment. So this is the the float and everything that's come out. And we're putting this in. We're going to drill through there, so that sits inside there, and then we can connect the diesel heater pipe to this fitting. So yeah.
One thing
How
to
much
remember.
have you cut off that?
Oh, about half. But what you got to remember is that compresses down.
Right.
So if you put that up to the side of that now, that'll fit perfectly in there.
Right.
What you put the kink in to get it away from all the gubbins inside.
Right.
So
Very good. Right, so we're just it's Dexter, isn't it? Yeah, we're sat in Dexter. We're going to Screwfix because I need a hole saw, 125mm hole saw. So I should have bought one before I came up, because I'm stupid. But I just thought Sam would have one, but yeah.
So this is over on the left here. There's what used to be a Royal Navy armament dump.
All right, is that where you used to mess about when you were younger?
So
Yeah.
it's full of like old Second World War buildings and stuff like that.
So these houses would have all been Ministry of Defence then, would they? Yeah.
This is where I grew up. I grew up on this row here. This is South Terrace, that's North Terrace. I used to live round about here.
Right.
In a prefab. In a Second World War prefab. But now you've got the £1 million houses being built.
Up the top there.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The big grand designers. Yeah, when we were growing up here, we had an open cast mine here, this side, and on that side we had the MOD base. And during the 80s, we used to get all the C&D protesters up here.
Right.
So it was a fun place to grow up, to be honest. And if you look down there now, this was the main entrance into the armament depot.
Oh right, yeah, because you see the gates and everything.
It's in a bit of a dilapidated state. We get the odd armed police unit training in there, and the army and the SAS every now and then.
I bet there's tunnels and stuff in there, isn't there?
Oh, there's all sorts in there. That used to be a fun place to go and have a look around.
Yeah, there's still some derelict buildings there. Big place then.
Oh, it's massive. You know, we'll be driving past this for the next 5 minutes. But that there in front of you now, that's Scotland.
All right.
That's the Solway Firth. So we're literally, right now, we're 2 miles from the sea. That big hill in front of you that's lit up,
Yeah.
that's the Criffle.
The Criffle.
The Criffle, yeah. That's over in Scotland. We'll actually go this way. We were going to go that way, but we'll go that way and we'll show you the coastline.
Sorry, the camera's all over the place. Drives like a maniac, this bloke. And that's Scotland over there.
Yeah, that big hill's the Criffle. And then that runs round to Dumfries over that way.
Right.
And then if you
I didn't realise you were so close.
Yeah, as you pan round, you might get a glimpse of the Isle of Man. But yeah, Ismay, he lived and worked in Maryport. The marina is absolutely beautiful. This town is built on coal and imports really from the West Indies.
Right. See, I didn't know all this. Getting a history lesson as well as my tank done. There you go. Oh. Right. So, we've got another hole in the van. 12.5 centimetres, so 125mm hole to fit the turret in. And I got a 60mm turret, so I probably could have got away with a 40 looking at that. So it doesn't matter how far it sticks down underneath though, does it? No. Right, so been under the van and I've hammerited all that from underneath. So it'll have gone off in about 10-15 minutes. It doesn't take long for that stuff. I tried the plate on the, that's the base of the heater. It fits perfectly in there. That's actually a good place for it. So I'll move this drill then I don't fall over it. Sam's finished with the, he's put the standpipe in. Just fitting the actual fuel pipe now. We're just tightening these up, so and then we'll run this pipe underneath and come up through that hole and see how much we need. God, still at it. We've been at it about 5-6 hours. Oh. Under the van. Right. So
let's stop.
There's the fuel pipe coming from the fuel tank, which is way over there. Sam's put all this in, and there's the fuel filter. This is the fuel pump here, so it's got to be on an angle, and they've put some neoprene around it, so just to try and make it a little bit quieter, because they do make a racket apparently. So the fuel pump's going all the way down there, so it's shielded by this plate here from the exhaust as well, and that's the fresh air intake is sandwiched up there. You can just see it there. A little bit further down. So you can't see that very clearly. That's the underneath. I just bury it. Oh, can you just pass me that light? Oh, you just said something about Crafty again.
The new Crafty. The old new Crafty.
So there's the fuel pipe connected, and the air intake, and the exhaust goes all the way across the van now. So the exhaust pipe is going to be over there on that side. So hopefully we'll be able to test it in about half an hour when we just get the silencer on the end. But yeah, it seems pretty snug that. I'm going to stick some sealant around that when I get home. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll be able to get at this little bit, I think, by outside our house on the road. But everything's looking good, so yeah. Give it a go in a minute. Oh, done a good job there, Sam. Can't complain.
We do bad jobs, but they cost twice as much.
Yeah, we managed to get all that fitted. It was very late on Saturday evening when I left. I didn't get home till about 11 o'clock on the Saturday evening, so I didn't do much. The weather has been terrible for the last 3-4 days, and I haven't been able to do anything with the diesel heater whatsoever. So I just thought I'd put this little bit in at the end so that you can see what we did, or what I did afterwards, in conjunction with what we did up at Sam's. So I'll just turn you around. I've actually got the diesel heater running at the moment. So there's the controller for the diesel heater. Underneath is the inverter, which I've got switched on at the moment because I was doing a little bit of editing in the van, so I needed the 240 volts. So you can see the diesel heater at the moment is ticking over at 20 degrees. There's lots of parameters on here that you can set. You can actually set a timer for it to come on at certain times or everything, but I haven't sort of worked out how it all works yet, because it's, with it being a Chinese diesel heater, it's a bit complicated in the manual, but I'm sure I'll get my head around it at some point. So it's on at the moment, and you can see those little 2 green lights there. That shows that it's got up to temperature. It's slowed right down, and the diesel pump is just kind of making a regular tick noise, which we'd probably hear if you had your heater on in the evenings while you were asleep, you know, if it was a really cold evening. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. What I did with this obviously fitted it here. The cable goes through here, through the back of this cupboard. This is just for the controller. It goes along this loom, and it comes down this this pillar in here, right down to the bottom, along through this storage unit, and then through the bench seat, and connects to the diesel heater. Right, so we did have a few issues when we tried the diesel heater up at Sam's. Sorry, I'll turn you around. We did have a few issues because on startup these diesel heaters are very hungry, and I worked out that this one is pulling nearly 10 amps on startup. Now, the cable that we used up at Sam's to start with was just normal 12 volt cable, and it just wasn't sufficient. The power was dropping out, so every time we switched it on, it just shut down, and it showed the error 01 code, which is the actual code that it's not getting enough power. So we kind of managed to sort that within about 10-15 minutes. We tried a different cable, which was a 21 amp cable that Sam had lying around. We just tried it and it fired up no problem. So we ran it for probably about 20 minutes or so. It shut down, it went through its cleaning sequence, which it does, and everything was fine. So I came home then on the Saturday evening, and like I say, since then I've actually fitted the controller, and I'm now going to show you where I've put the wires and what I did to get the diesel heater to actually run with the right cable. I ordered some cable from Amazon. It came in the post the next day, obviously. I connected it all up. I actually fed the wires all through and everything. I thought, yep, jobs are good, and fired the diesel heater up. Nope, it shut down. It's just my luck, really, isn't it? But what I ended up doing eventually was just buying some standard household 3-core cable. I stripped it back, I got rid of the earth, and I was left with the brown and the blue. And that's rated, that's a 1.5 amp, and that's a 1.5 millimeter cable, which is the standard cable that you use in your house for a kettle or a toaster or whatever. Not your grey stuff that you put in for your plug sockets and everything, just normal 3-core cable, like you have on your electric hookup, for example. So yeah, I used this, stripped it back, and I put a red and a blue, I think it was a brown and a blue, sorry, from the diesel heater to the power supply in the back in the garage, and diesel heater fired up first time, and I've not had any issues since. So what I'm going to do now is I'll show you what I've done with the diesel heater. Like I say, it is actually running at the moment. It's lovely, it's 20 degrees in here, got no issues, and yeah, it's snug and cosy, very good. So I'll show you what I've done. Just got a visitor.
Afternoon.
She's just come nosing in the van to see what I'm doing.
I have. I've been 5 minutes away from the cats.
Yeah, they drive you bananas, them muggies. Right, so there you go. There's a diesel heater. Yeah, I know that I need to do some cable management. There's wires everywhere at the moment, but I will tidy these up. So the diesel heater is ticking over nicely, like I said, at, hang on, it goes into sleep mode. It's actually gone up to 21 degrees. I'll explain that as well in a minute. So there's the outlet. The warm air is coming out through here. It's taking its cool air from inside this whole area. But like I said, because I had to use standard household wire, you can see the connection down there. And like I say, I will tidy these up. These are just temporary at the moment. The cable comes through here. I've managed to get it under there, and it goes kind of under the shower, all the way through there, so it's a bit dark, into that bottom cupboard. I can't make that any lighter, I don't think. Into that bottom cupboard and through into the garage area to the power supply. But it is standard 3-core cable, and it's the only one that seemed to work. Like I say, the amount of amps that it pulls, it's just, it needs it. When you set the temperature on these, I think it's currently set at 18.
Actually, I think it was set at 17. When you push one of these buttons, it just changes it. So I did set it at 17 degrees, but what it tends to do, it overrides. It goes up to about 3 or 4 degrees over, and then what it does, it backs off a bit then, and comes down to the actual temperature that you set it at. So don't be worried if you set it at 16 or 17 and it shoots up to 20, 21, because it will do that until it comes back down. And I think, if I'm right, that it doesn't work off a temperature sensor. There's no sensor in here, from what I can gather. I think the sensor is based on the difference between the output of the diesel heater, which the inside temperature can get up to over 200 degrees C, and I think it's all matched with an ambient temperature. I know I didn't explain that very well, but I think that's how it works. I think you can get a temperature sensor for them, but to be honest, you don't really need it. And that is the end of our diesel heater install. I hope you liked the video. If you want to watch the rest of this install, there's Sam's put a video up on his channel, the Crafty Blinders, so pop over there and have a look. I'll stick a link up there or wherever it appears. And a big massive thank you to Sam from the Crafty Blinders. I mean, we spent our whole weekend doing this, and he gave up his time to help me, and I just, it's so appreciated. I can't thank him enough. Sam and Lisa, lovely couple, made me feel welcome, and he even walked away with a doggy bag.
I must admit I did enjoy it whilst he was away, because I had a bit of peace and quiet. So a massive thank you to Sam and Lisa from the Crafty Blinders. You did us proud. Thank you once again.
So with that, I shall let you all go now, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because if you don't hit that, you won't get notified when we've got a new video out. So make sure it's switched on. Catch you later. Bye.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard, 'cause you're in my space and now